Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, what if I told you there's a way for a business to actually get paid to find new customers instead of the other way around? Today, we're going to dive into Alex Hormozy's framework that flips marketing from being a huge expense into an actual profit center.
And it all kicks off with a story about hitting absolute rock bottom. Now, it might sound a little dramatic, but trust me, it holds a single, super powerful lesson that can completely change how you think about making money in a business.
Yeah, this picture, it pretty much says it all. This was the reality for Alex Hormozy. He had risked literally everything to open his first gym, went against his family's wishes, and ended up completely broke, sleeping on this concrete floor, just terrified about what was going to happen next. Just keep this image in your head. So the big question is, how in the world do you get from that, a concrete floor, to a nine-figure net worth? I mean, the journey just seems impossible, right? But the answer, it turns out, lies in solving one single fundamental business problem. By the time he was 31, Hormozy had built a net worth of over $100 million. And he did it by mastering this one concept about cash flow that, honestly, most businesses, whether they're big or small, they just get it completely wrong. So, to really understand his solution, we first have to wrap our heads around the universal problem he was facing. It's a kind of cash trap that silently starves countless businesses every single year. Okay, so here's the crucial point, the thing that trips everybody up. Most businesses are actually losing money on every new customer they get. They spend more on ads and marketing to get someone to walk through the door than that person actually spends on their very first purchase. And this creates this deadly spiral, right? You spend money on ads, you realize you're losing cash, so what do? You cut back on ads. But then you get fewer customers, which means less money, and eventually the business just starves and fails. It's a classic catch-22. So how do you break out of that cash starvation cycle? Well, the answer is a really powerful concept that Hormozy calls a money model. Let's look at a super simple, real-world example to see how this works. Hormozy needed to rent a car, and he saw an ad for just $19 a day, but he walked out of there paying 5 times that amount. So how'd that happen? Well, the rental company didn't just sell him a car rental. No. They had a whole sequence of offers ready to go. They solved the "I'm a big guy in a tiny car" problem with an upgrade. Bam! They solved the "I'm stressed about returning it on time" problem. Bam! They solved the "I really don't want to find a gas station" problem. And each solution just added to the total price. And this is the whole idea right here. A money model isn't about selling one thing. It's a strategic sequence of offers. Each offer solves a new problem for the customer, which lets you generate way more cash, way more quickly from a single person. Now, that car rental story is just one example. Let's actually break down the 4 core building blocks that make up any really effective money model. So Hormozy breaks any great money model down into 4 key pieces. You've got attraction offers to get people in the door, upsells to maximize the sale, downsells to save a sale if they say no, and continuity to create that sweet recurring revenue. Now, you do not need to master all 4 of these at once. That's kind of overwhelming. To get started and to solve that initial cash trap problem, you really only need to focus on the very first one, the attraction offer. This is all about getting customers in the door profitably from day one. Okay, so let's really focus on that first and, honestly, most crucial step. How do you create an attraction offer that actually pays you to go out and find new customers? You can think of an attraction offer as like the perfect bait on a fishing line. Its one and only job is to turn a complete stranger into a paying customer immediately by making them a deal that is just too good to pass up. One of the most powerful models Hormozy used to scale his gyms is the Win Your Money Back Challenge. I know it sounds a little counterintuitive to give money back, but trust me, it's genius. So here's how it works. A customer pays you upfront for a program, but they can earn that money back. They win by either getting a specific result, like losing 20 pounds, or simply by taking a set of actions, like just showing up to every single session. It taps into the psychological trigger called loss aversion. People will work way harder not to lose something they feel they already have. So it gets them committed, and it gets you paid. All right, another incredibly effective model is the classic giveaway. But there's a really profitable twist here that most people just completely miss. The process is simple, but it's just brilliant. First, you offer some high-value prize for free, and you get a flood of interested leads. Then, after you publicly announce the one lucky winner, you privately contact everybody else with a special consolation prize, which is just a big discount on the very thing they wanted to win in the first place. You basically monetize the entire list of people who were hoping to win.
So after looking at all this stuff, what's the one big idea, the key takeaway you should really walk away with from all these models? The entire point of a money model is to collapse time. You want to stop waiting months or even years to finally turn a profit on a customer. The goal is to make enough money from them within the first 30 days to immediately cover what you spent to get them. This is how you get paid to grow your business. So the question I'll leave you with is this. What's one more thing you could offer your next customer right up front that solves another one of their problems? Because that simple shift in thinking, from just making a single sale to designing a sequence of offers, that is the real key to unlocking truly rapid growth.